Finished the press conference right now. Top 3 finishing.
Mike's still working the drive-through. Don wants to stay job. Got to check in.
Okay, we got your top 3: Kevin Swindell, Whitt, and Brad Kuhn. Fire away.
Kevin, after your luck last year on the path, did you kind of feel like you were looking over your shoulder today?
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's especially turn 2 of the heat race. It was here we go again, and I was just expecting it was gonna be broke and we'd be on the back of the sea and trying to dig through like always. And I don't think I've ever started a feature here better than about 12th. So I couldn't let this one get away.
I guess the last felt like a long race.
Yeah, the first 2 took forever. And then we got to, I think it was 5, and then it went for a while. And luckily every time we got to traffic and I would have had to start moving around, the yellow came out, and basically I was half a lap from having to race cars at the checkered. So everything kind of worked out, and I managed to limit the mistakes and hold the cushion. So good race.
Because now you kind of put the pressure on your dad to get in there with you.
Yeah, definitely. Last year I should have been up there, and it would have been cool to have us both up there, and now the pressure's on him to make it happen. So got everything fixed for last night on that car, and hopefully he'll be good enough, and the luck will fall the right way.
It'd be a nice race with him, I guess, in the same feature.
Yeah, that would be it'd be neat. We put a lot of effort into this race, and this race only, and to get both of our cars in there, and it'd be a big deal.
What did happen to you last year? Was it a big feature finish? I forgot what happened to you last year.
Got wadded up, passing for the lead in the prelim night from 17th after I got dumped in the heat race. So it's one after another.
They put it behind you. Excuse me.
Cole, did you were you hoping to get him in traffic? Maybe see if you could do anything at all?
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to, but then again, being Chili Bowl second, it's still great. So many cars out here, just getting main was our goal tonight. And luckily we had 2 good heat and qualifier, so it definitely made our night and definitely made it a little bit easier for us. So Kevin was on it. Didn't make hardly any mistakes. I think he made 1 mistake all night. We had a little challenge there early in the race, but I actually had a chance to get around him and yellow him out. So it just was a good race, and he was on it. And I think that's always a good race when 2 guys are going as hard as they can. That shows how fast we can go. But Kevin was definitely not making any mistakes tonight. So settle for the try to get Saturday's game.
Brad, were you careful not to show your nose and show yourself to Tim McCready too quick, or were you doing everything you could to get around him?
When you start 10th and you look at the lineup and you see, who's in the first 3 rows, I don't really think you're, not trying to show anything. I mean, you're going as hard as you can go from the get. So, these 2 guys starting on the front row and we're coming out of 10th, we put ourselves in a bad position right off the bat. Not getting through that qualifier real clean. So, just tried to put my head down and grind through it. I felt like maybe if we could have caught a yellow there, that would have at least maybe been able to fight for something. That we were able to move around the racetrack pretty good coming from 10. We had to. So I wasn't holding anything back. I just trying as hard as I could.
Brad, sometimes when you see a guy come from 10th to 3rd like that, you just say 7 spots, but sometimes it looks easy. Sometimes it just looks like it's just work, every spot, every position. Is that how it was tonight?
Tonight was work for sure. Sometimes you catch a break. We did catch a little break there. Josh Ford and Brian Clausen probably would have been 2 hard cars to pass, and they both kind of took themselves out. So, 2 of the spots were easy. The other 5 were definitely harder. The 40 car and the 15 or the 12 car, it was like 15 laps in a row. They were side by side, one on the top, one on the bottom, and they were just fast enough to be there. But the racetrack wasn't fast enough in the center to throw a slide job and get away. So you just had to be patient and wait. But we certainly gave up a whole lot of laps in the middle of the race.
Did you know you had Tim at the line, or did you have to look forward?
I knew I had